I can see if we are live on my phone here. So just bear with me for a sec. So it's Manic Monday. Are you excited? Do you want to find out what's going on here today? So we'll just put this along the bottom. Oh yeah. Who would have thought? Have you heard about some of the changes that are coming up in social media right now? I just got to turn that down here so we can see. It says that one of the changes that is coming up in social media right now is you should be able to see the little captions across the bottom, and I can see it on my phone. I don't know. You can't see it because of the silly background, but yeah, you can see what I'm saying on my phone. So as I'm talking, you will be able to see the captions, and that only happens when you're actually live on the streaming platform on Facebook. And let's just go back over here so I can see comments if anybody jumps in. And for those of you who have not met me before, my name is Heather Edmondson, and I am coming at you live here from Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada. Where's my hand? There we are. That's my name right there. Oopsie, right there. Heather Edmondson. And I'm here home on my lunch break. I'm a nurse, work full time, so I just pop in here Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, sometimes on Friday if I get a minute, and share some fun and interesting tips with you. So hopefully you find some enjoyment and find some information from some of the things that I am giving. I can see the comments on my phone, but I can't see them on my screen. What's going on? Anyway, we'll carry on here. So trends that are happening right now on social media. Oh, there's Janet. Now she's popped up. So there's just a little bit of a time today. Hello, Janet. Nice to see you. Thank you. So there's a bit of a time delay between my phone and between here, and my hubby is on too as well. Thanks, Paul. Captions, like I was just saying, captions, you should be able to see those on your phone or on your computer, if whatever you're watching me on live. But like I said, they will disappear once the video has stopped. So then you have to go in and edit your video after, and I can show you that on a different training today. How many people do you think, whoopsie, I'm getting tangled up in my cord here. How many people do you think in a day, on average, how many hours do you think that they spend on a computer, on many of the different social media platforms, especially right now with so many people being home and out of a job, or working from home, trying to teach their kids, do their homeschooling with them, and run a home-based business or e-business, e-commerce business, that kind of thing. How many people and how much time do you think that they spend on social media? Type in your answers, let me know, and I will get back to answering that question in a second. Are you advertising at all on social media? Are you making sure that you're understanding your numbers and where you should be advertising and how you should be advertising? Especially in the times like today, we shouldn't be pushing things down people's throats. Nobody actually goes onto a social media platform to buy stuff. If they wanted to buy stuff, they would go somewhere like maybe Amazon or one of their local store social media. They would go and do something that, or they would go to Mr. Google and look up where they could get XYZ, whatever it was they were looking for. So on social media platforms, you shouldn't be flogging your products. You shouldn't be pushing them, jamming them down anybody's throat. And has anybody got an answer to that question up above that I asked you? How many hours do you think that people on average are spending on social media right now? And got some statistics from my mentor, Helen Martin, the other day. Then she shared a bunch of information with these statistics with us, and I'm just going to pass those along to you. So it's 2.24 hours and 2 hours and 24 minutes, I guess, per day on average per person. Now, if you're working a online business or an e-commerce business, network marketing, MLM, that kind of digital business, any of that, of course, you're going to be spending more time than that on there. But what has Janet got here to say? Oh, she said 5 to 6. Oh, my goodness. That's what you're probably spending on right now, because you are working in the digital space. So that's more up your line of the average amount of time that you might be spending on per day online. So I would never have guessed that it would have been as low as 2 2 hours and 24 minutes. But then there are a lot of people that don't even go on social media platforms. So, oh, hello, Beth. Thank you for jumping in, girl. Yeah, so make sure that when you're advertising that you are reaching out to the correct audience. Make sure you've dialed it down so that you know who you're reaching out to. And like I said, don't flog your products or put up spammy posts with pictures all over the place of whatever it is that you are into, whatever your company's name is. Make sure that you are making sure that it's you that people are being interested in and coming to check out and spend some time valuable time of their day with you. So, do you know that on average, most people? Hello, Linda. Thank you for jumping in. There we go. We'll get rid of that. That is a bit of an average person. Yes, I thought it would. That's what I thought it would be too more. But I guess there's quite a few people that balance it out by not being on a social media platform at all. So people like the older generation or people that just don't want to embrace technology at all balance it out for the rest of us that have a lot of different technology going on. So the average person that is technologically advanced and actually is doing some technology, they're usually on anywhere between 1 to 8 different platforms right now, between messenger platforms, apps, those kind of things. So I would not have believed that it would have been that high to be 8. And like I said, I got a lot of these statistics from one of the mentors that I follow, Ellen Martin. So thanks to her hard work in looking up all this interesting factual information, I'm sharing it with you. What do you believe that the number one reason for people to be on a social media platform is? If you have any guesses there, just shoot them out, and I will get back to that one with an answer here in a few minutes to let you have time to answer those. The third reason for people for being on any kind of social media platform right now is to be entertained. So food for thought. If you are putting ads out there and you want to come up on their entertainment areas, you might want to kind of gear your ads towards that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's food for thought. If you are creating ads and writing what they call ad copy, you might want to think in that way. Like I said, in entertainment of some way. So yeah, going back to the number one reason why people are on social media right now is to stay connected with their family and friends, especially right now when everybody is isolating and can't get out and see them in the same way. I'm so thankful that we're in Canada right now and able to be going into the warmer weather instead of having all this lockdown going on and be going into colder seasons, because I think not being able to get our families outside and do some stuff in fresh air with it being the weather changing to colder, it would have been a lot harder. And I think we would have wanted to maybe not spend as much time with their families and want to maybe kill them or whatever. Sorry about that. But yeah, I think they would have drove me around the bend, drove me crazy. So let's see here. There's a huge rise with that entertainment, with people watching entertainment, because a lot of people have a lot more time on their hands and they're wanting to do something that's kind of brain dead kind of stuff, something that they don't have to really think about, like reading a trashy novel or something. Like, you don't have to think that hard about. That's why they're looking towards the entertainment part of the aspect on social media. And the number one platform that is still being used the most in these times right now is Facebook. So same thing, if you're viewing ads, make sure that you're putting them in the right spaces. The second one is YouTube. The third one is WhatsApp. I know a lot of people are showing their parents how to get WhatsApp on their phones so that they can connect with them and have conversations with them. It's kind of like being able to talk long distance and not have to pay for it. They don't have to pay for their call that way, but they can still communicate with their family. So I know a lot of people are doing that. The fourth one, of course, is Facebook Messenger. People want and people are using that to have a lot more conversations with friends and family. So that was an interesting statistic. Number 5 was WeChat. I haven't never heard of that one, but I'm not all super advanced with all my technology either, so I wouldn't know. And number 6 was Instagram. So I didn't believe that Instagram would be that far down the list, but it is. Number 7 is TikTok. Now, there's a huge bunch of concerns around TikTok and young children using TikTok. They are looking at when they do go back to school about how they're going to try and police that from not being used in during school hours and that kind of thing. I know some of the people that we are in contact with through social media that are in Australia, their kids have already gone back to school. So they are very, very concerned about this TikTok platform and what the children are using it for. So Snapchat and Twitter were way, way, way down the list. Number 8 was QQ, which I'd never heard of. Number 9 was QZone. And number 10 was Cinematic or something like that. And then she went on with some more, but ones I had never heard. But like I said, Snapchat and Twitter were way, way, way down the list. They didn't even make the top 15. And LinkedIn never even made a blip on the radar in that survey or statistics that she was looking at. So I found that very interesting. So if you're using LinkedIn, is that working for you? Are you getting a lot of leads that way? Et cetera, et cetera. So let me know. I'd like to know. People, when they're jumping on social media, they want to engage with people that are acting like human beings, and they want to see your friends and your family and stuff like that. It's almost like a live shot of a reality TV. How many people are curious about the reality TV programs that go on? So they connect with you when you show that you're a real person. So don't forget to put posts about yourself and your family if that's what you wish to do, so that your fans and followers can get a chance to know you. Some of the huge dislikes that are going on right now through any social media platform. The number one thing is any kind of discriminatory or hateful behavior. That will not be tolerated by Facebook. You can get into Facebook jail kind of thing for doing that. Number 2, people don't want as many ads popping up while they are, I just got sidetracked here with what Beth said. They want us to be real. That's correct. They want to see that we are human first, and maybe then be interested in what we are marketing second or later on in their conversation. So yes, that's correct, Beth. They don't want to see as many ads popping up on their newsfeed, on their Facebook platform or whatever platform they are using. This kind of angers them. So you know how it sometimes pops up, pardon me, and it says, do you want to stop seeing this ad? And you click on the X, and then it has like several different questions. Was this inflammatory behavior? Was this spammy? And it's got all the little tick boxes. When you check on that, then Facebook starts running a little bot in the background, which is called a bot, which is a computer-generated way of tracking these ads. And if it's the same kind of language that's popping up, or the same kind of a type of ad is popping up, then they might shut those ads down. So you're going to have to be very, very choosy with the words that you are using to try and advertise. So try and think about having your ad not look like an ad, having your ad look more like a storybook, or like I said, get good at telling stories to people. People want to hear what's happening in your life, and then throw in a little bit of this and a little bit of that, explaining your journey, where you're at and what you're doing. And people are interested. People are curious. You want to have them on the edge of their seat, like they're on a roller coaster with you while they're reading whatever it is that you have written, an ad, or an attraction ad, or what's the other one? Likes campaign, et cetera, et cetera. You want them to go on that journey with you and have some curiosity and intrigue in there, so that they will stay engaged with you. Maybe they will end up in a conversation with you. Maybe they'll be curious enough to actually take that conversation over into Messenger. And that is what Facebook wants to really happen. It really, really increases your algorithm, and it increases your reach. Your algorithm means it goes further. Facebook likes to see stuff like that. I'm sure the other social media platforms do as well. So that is a very, very cool thing. Have you ever, I know most girls did when they were younger, have a journal Think about all the stuff that you wrote down in a journal, and you kind of emptied your brain out of all your thoughts for that day. I know a lot of adults are still continuing with their journals just to empty out all those thoughts out of their brain before they go to bed. Well, that's kind of how you want to look at creating your advertising. You want to put all those thoughts down on paper, empty all those thoughts out of your brain, and then you can rearrange it and edit it and make it more in a story format. But get down all those ideas. That's called a brain dump. Dump it all out, and then it's like building a puzzle. Put it back together in a way that it's going to make it a story format, make it relatable, etc. One thing that is happening too with this TikTok platform is it's becoming more and more popular. So if you're going to try and market things, you might be looking at maybe creating interest and stuff over in that platform. That's maybe up and coming for a lot of newbies. All of us that maybe haven't tried that. I know our kids are into that, and that's I don't know if I could get into that, but I didn't know if I would get into live video either. So that's a whole another kettle of fish. Do you realize that right now in the world there are 3.8 billion people on social media right now? That is wow, that's insane. And they're saying that 99% are using their mobile. So when you are putting up anything, creating an ad, creating a picture, make sure that it's formatted so that it fits the screen of a mobile phone, because this is where you're going to get the most interaction from people. A lot of times, most people don't even interact with you live on your video because they're busy with their lives and they pop on and catch your video after. So if you're popping on here after the fact, please let me know by saying that you're watching on the replay. That would be super, and I will still get back to you. So awesome. Top styles that get the most organic interaction are still, like I said, Facebook, and Facebook was number one, like I said, over on the previous part of my conversation. So you want to be the number one thing in Facebook that's getting the most interaction and most engagement is what I'm doing here right now, is doing this live video with you. Most people want to see you, see your face, hear your voice, see how you act and how you react, and so that's been getting the most engagement. It also gets the most reach from your page, and it makes the algorithm work more in your favor. Now, number two, the second thing that works for Facebook are images, but they really favor images of people's faces or animals' faces, kitties, puppies, etc., etc. So if you have an animal in your life, make sure to pop some pictures of that up on there. Motion videos are really cool. People are a lot more attracted to a GIF jumping around in the background. Anything like that will attract your eye to it. People will stop scrolling through their newsfeed and have a look at that just to see what it is and engage with you that way. Number three is uploaded videos. So like a pre-recorded video or a watch party where you host someone else's video so that people can watch it, but it was done previously. So that's the third thing that it gets the number three in the rankings there. Number four is sending someone to a link. So that's the fourth top thing in Facebook. And number five is, of course, a written post, like a static post of, I don't know, inspirational quote or something like that for the day. Like I just played Happy Mother's Day like it was yesterday. Things like that. Those are written posts. Or just a little on your Facebook stories when it pops up and it just has questions or wording there. That's a written post as well. We'll jump over here to Instagram. The number one thing on Instagram is called carousel. And I don't even know what that's all about. I know that Instagram has images and GIFs and music, and you can do polls and all that kind of stuff, but I never heard of carousel, so I'll have to look at more into that, look what that's all about. Number two is, of course, images. So your pictures of your like I said, faces are something that's people are drawn to more. Moving images, like having your little GIF jumping around in the background. And number 3, which I found interesting, was their live video was actually further down in the order than it than on Facebook. Facebook it's number 1, and Instagram it's number 3. So, but it's increasing. The video response on Instagram is increasing, so that's something that will have to be monitored and watched. So there's some interesting tidbits there. I also have the best times of the day and the best day in the week to actually post things. Now, this is before all of the lockdown happened with all of the sickness and virus going around. So this is maybe a little bit of a dated post, but the best time to post on Facebook is Wednesdays at 11 a.m. or Wednesdays from 1 till 2. That is the best time in the week to post. The worst time to post on Facebook is actually on Sundays. But I've also heard from others, Sunday evenings are a good time to post because people are getting back their brains back into the work mode, saying, okay, I got to go to work tomorrow. So if you want to throw up an inspirational post and get people to jumpstart their week, maybe that's a good thing. But still, the best day for Facebook is Wednesdays, and between those times that I just gave you there. Instagram has also Wednesday as the best day of the week to post. Now, I don't know what it is about Wednesday that makes it such a high in the stats, but Wednesdays, but it's a different time that they say is better for people, or more people are watching at that time, is at 3 o'clock. So I don't know if that's coffee time for some people at work or what that is, but 3 o'clock, maybe they need a sugar rush and they're going out there to have a break. Or I know some of the girls I work with have smoke break, so maybe they are looking on their Instagram feed at that time. I don't know. And still, they say the worst day to post is on Sunday. People want to have a day of rest, I guess, which we all should make sure that we have a down day. And I don't see why not that you couldn't throw up a post Sunday evening and inspire people for their Monday morning work day for most people, even if they're trying to work from home. So try out some of those times, see what works on your page, see if you're getting more engagement, see if more people are interested in and actually, like I said, engaging with you. Have some of your go lives at that time between those time zones that I gave you. Try and test out in the time zone wherever you live, wherever you're at, if those times are accurate and consistent for where you live. You want to, on your Facebook Lives, you want to ask open-ended questions. Get people engaging in conversation with you. Then when you respond back, or if this is on a replay, if you respond back to the people after replay, hopefully you can move that conversation over into your Instagram Messenger. Oh my goodness. Into your Messenger, and you can chat that way and have a private conversation where others aren't actually watching what you're saying and all that jazz. So when you're doing a Facebook Live and people are interacting with you, and then they start asking you more in-depth questions, have you ever seen a little bubble pop up and say, it's an alert, and it says, would you like to move this conversation over to Messenger? Whenever Facebook is encouraging you to do something in that way, it's trying to tell you maybe this is a good thing to do. So yes, move your conversation over there. Or sometimes I've seen it pop up and say, share this video. So I've shared out other people's videos because it's encouraging you to do that. It's giving that person more organic reach, and it is increasing the algorithm. So I think that's it for today. I hope you found some value in what I had to share with you. I'd like to thank Helen Martin for providing me with the content so that I was able to provide this to you. If you were on the replay, don't forget to shout out replay, and I will get back to you after the fact. And hope you have a good rest of your day, whatever time of the day it is for you. And it's Monday for me, and I will be going back to work. So talk to you all later. Hope you liked my background today, Beth. I'll talk to you later. Thanks, guys, for jumping on.